Welcome everyone, welcome to a brand new video with me. This is going to be a bit about me kind of thing. I've got some questions to ask myself, but I'll let the AI voice ask away. So I've got my tablet here just for guidance, as you do. Okay, but before I get into this, I want to talk about my new venture on my main channel, the Darren Keenan channel. This channel. I'm going to start doing mini documentaries. The first one I'm going to do is about artificial intelligence, that kind of thing, delve into how it's improved and how things have changed over the past even 6 months, from the good old days to now, so I want to talk about that. It'd be a mini documentary, so it wouldn't be like an hour or half an hour long, it'd be shorter than that, So that's going to take a week to research and then a week to edit and put the voice on there and stuff like that and all that kind of jazz,
Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Darren Keenan. I've been a content creator for a few years now. I am a good kind of artist, what you see is what you get kind of person. So, I'm not like any other influencers who lie about their lifestyle and stuff like that. What you see is what you get. And mainly it's talking videos, or talking as video or out and about, Anyway, I'll get into that in a bit.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Not perfect. If you do know my story, about mental health and stuff, I've been battling through anxiety and stuff for many years. But yeah, I'm okay, but could be better. I know there's a long way to go, a lot of things to do, a lot of hurdles to overcome, but I feel as though I'm progressing at a good pace.
Can you describe creating a YouTube video?
There's so many different ways to create videos, so many different ways to edit videos. If I was to edit this and add a calming soundtrack, it'd be different. If I put this in a bit of a cinematic soundtrack and edit it differently, it would be a different video. But what you see is what you get. But other videos, let's just say I go out and about, record half an hour's worth of footage, come back, as you know, edit. I used to leave a lot in, which was useless, To me, it was, you find out when you go anywhere and you record stuff, there's lots of stuff you want to keep and see, but not realising that there's a person watching it and who wants to watch a fraction of what you've edited. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on the cutting floor, as I call it. But I've learnt my lesson to only shorten it down the best I can to get the best bits in shot, and that kind of stuff. Edit the best scenes and stuff. I know your videos might be shorter, but be more worth it for someone to watch, and it might get them to watch longer and more. And then it's a process of compressing it with the editor, uploading, blah blah blah. The videos vary. It's hard to pinpoint a certain project. Like the documentary series I'm going to be doing by AI, I've got to research it. I've got to find websites I can get information from. I've got to find screenshots, little videos I can use. I've got to do research on what other people are talking about it, and do voiceovers, do things like that, and just educate myself as well as educating people who are watching it. So that's going to take roughly about a week to research, an hour a night or 2 hours a night, depending on what I've got to do. I've got a podcast to film as well and vlogs to film as well. It's just me doing all this, it's no one else. I'm not hiring someone to edit and stuff. So,
Describe your channels and podcast.
how can I describe it? The main channel, this channel, started off as a random mixture of stuff, from vlogs to movie reviews to just random stuff that kept me entertained or kept other people entertained. So I thought, it's only been the past year or two where I've been separating stuff and really concentrating down on a niche and, not overthinking stuff like I normally do. I think mental health was a big part of the changes I made, which didn't have to be done, but I did it to help my mental health and to help me a bit more, you know. There's lots of things I've changed which I didn't have to, but I do. But now I do it less now because I'm more in control, more, in the moment kind of thing. So my vlogs are now on the Darren Keenan Talks channel, which has changed a few names recently. That's going to be a talking heads video like this, but vlog style. Podcasts like this, you know, as well as audio podcasts on the podcast, which is new to me. So we're still trying to progress that. Podcasting to me is more important than YouTubing, because podcasting, I can express myself more. I don't have to be on film, I can just use the audio. And it's good for interviews and stuff like that. And it's good to get your point across better, because people can listen to it whilst they're driving or doing the cooking, or they don't have to watch anything, they could just listen, you know. That's why I like podcasts. You can listen to them anywhere, download the MP3, you know, blah, 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 you know. Our podcast is on most of the major podcasts, the Darren Keenan podcast, just search that, you know. Yeah, that's generally my 3 channels. The main channel is going to be now out and about videos, exploring videos, and little mini documentaries I'm sorting out.
How do you deal with mental health with content creating?
This is a good question, but I've covered this topic a few times over the years in my mental health series. Mental health and me. I've done a few series so far talking about how my anxiety in therapy and how it's helped, and how it's not as bad as it used to be, talking about that. But the way it's impacted my YouTube channel is, as I said earlier, it's made me change so much about my channel, because I didn't have the patience to wait for the results. I didn't have the patience to give it a chance, you know. It was strange, totally strange. But it's helped. The positives is it's helped me. It's helped my mental health so much. It's made me more confident. I can actually sit and watch myself. I can actually edit, looking at myself without cringing, you know. And I can see my journey of losing weight and diabetes reversing. I can see that, and that gives me confidence and that kind of thing. So mental health, depending on what state of mental health you got, because everyone's different, it depends how it can help you. It cannot help everyone. It can drive people reverse, it can drive them insane and drive them, you know, because they're forever chasing the views, forever chasing subscribers, which it's not what it's about, you know. So you need to be careful, you need to know what type and what thing. Will it help you? It might not. It might do. It helped me, but it might not help you, you know. It's a tricky one. You need to really see a therapist about it. You need to really study it more and see if it's for you, you know. I'd say podcasting is far better, because you haven't got to look at it. You just record an audio, you know.
What made you decide to go into content creating?
I just think curiosity. I mean, I'm thinking, God, I'd love to have my 15 minutes of fame. I would love to do something like that. That's when I was younger, before even the internet came out. And when I managed to get the courage to do it, it was generally the help of watching other YouTubers do it. You know, watching like Alfie Days and Zoe Sugg and a few other people, Americans and stuff, watching them do their vlogs and daily videos and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. It didn't start off. It started off for when I had a job, and it was just to keep myself a log of what I'm doing and how I'm progressing through the work, and something for the family could watch. They could just log on and watch it, you know. It wasn't really meant to be. It was meant to be for my personal, just like a diary, you know, an offline diary. But so I thought, you know, I'll publish it to YouTube. I'll do this, that, and the other, and it started to be, that's how it progressed, you know. I started to get my confidence more, watching more YouTubers, and felt part of something amazing. Felt part of a good community, you know. It was great. So yeah, that's what got me into it. I don't know. I think it's one of the things that's a lot of people do. I didn't start off at the money, because in them days, you know, it wasn't like, I think only Alfie Days and Zoe and Joe Stuck were the ones who I knew who were actually making good money out of it. It started off as a hobby, but it progresses.
What are your positives from creating on YouTube?
There's a lot making good friends who understand, being able to help people who might be going through some kind of mental health issues, being able to use my voice, being able to just record my life and vlogs and stuff, just being there for people who need help, for being a presence, for I built a good community, made some good friends, made some friends who aren't friends anymore, but I've made good friends in the past, and I can understand, how it all works, Yeah, there's a lot of positives.
What are your negatives from creating on YouTube?
This is where it gets a bit... I haven't come across major trolls because I'm not a huge YouTuber. I haven't come across much of that kind of stuff. I've had comments, of course, yeah, but nothing to really push me away, nothing to really shock me and stuff like that. I've seen what it can do to YouTubers. I've seen the dangers, bad side of it, But yeah, the bigger the channel gets, the more you're going to be exposed to it. So it's the kind of thing, how will I cope when it happens? But I won't know till it happens. Hopefully I can cope with it. Hopefully by the time that happens, my anxiety, my mental health will be a lot more stronger to deal with that. And I'm hoping that it will be, But until that day happens, I'm just going to keep plodding along, and I'll keep plodding along. At the end of the day, it's only words, but words can hurt, yeah. But I shall update you on that one when them kind of things happen.
What challenges have you faced being a YouTube creator?
I've come across a few challenges. When I first started doing this, you only had to be a certain many subscribers away and that kind of thing from being monetized. And I remember just about getting to that point, and it all changed to what it is now, 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers kind of thing. But I remember joining the partner program just then, and I got into it, but I had to wait another 2 or 3 years before I started getting paid to reach that target. One of the biggest challenges I faced is changing the content to reacting to Filipino singers like Dimash and Noah Set 'Em On. And I did a lot of reaction videos which gained my subscribers so much. I think I was at 160 subscribers, it boosted me up to 2,000. But I stopped doing that about 6 months after because I was getting copyright claimed all the time, and it was great doing it, but there's only so many songs you can react to, so many things you can react to, and it gets to the point where you have to stop. But you stop doing that, but you don't lose your subscribers. But then you end up like me, 2,200 odd subscribers, but only about 20 people watch videos, because the rest of them either don't use YouTube anymore. I've got dead subscribers kind of thing, not dead, but silent ones who just won't watch my videos anymore, but they won't unsubscribe. So that's the way. That's one of the stupidest things I've done. I've lost. If I'd have carried on without doing that, I reckon I would be okay by now. It'd be more natural. But I goofed it up. I did a few years ago think about quitting and starting the channel over again. But I've got so much content in here, I didn't want to do that. So the challenge is if you get a good niche, don't quit it. I could go back to it, but then I'm not going to get any money because my money will have to be copyright striked,
Do you believe the Earth is flat?
No, I do not believe in flat Earth. Yeah, I had to throw that question in just for the fun of it, just had a bit of humour. I did a video a few years ago, my views on flat Earth and stupidness, and I got a comment, right, get this, from the head of the Flat Earth Society, going, because I mentioned it's round. He said, no, it's not round, the flat Earth is round. He said, you believe in a spherical Earth? It's like, yeah, spherical, that's what I meant, yeah. But I can't believe it. I thought that's my claim to fame. I'm happy that, the head of the Flat Earth will actually watch my video. And I was a nobody. I was still a nobody, but I was even more of a nobody then, So yeah, no, the world is definitely spherical, and it's, yeah.
What's your plan for the future?
There's lots planned. I've got plans for this channel and my vlog, my talk channel, and my podcast. This year is going to be a good year. I know it's March, we're 3 months into it. I'm definitely promising great content, especially on this channel. You know what I mean? But then again, great content can be not very good for some people. It can be great for, but it's just one of the things. It's what you like, isn't it? I mean, I might lose subscribers, but I'll gain subscribers. So it's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? Really.
Why should we subscribe to your social media?
Because I'm honest, I'm genuine. I mean, I've got this channel, Darren Keenan. I've got Darren Keenan Talks, where you can watch my podcasts, the video and audio ones. I've got my vlogs when I manage to do them. Just, you get to know the real me. What you see is what you get. You get to, I have a good laugh when I can. I mean, I have to bounce off people to have a laugh. Not in that way. No comments. I mean, I have to laugh with someone to bring my humour out, the funny side of me out. I have to be able to talk to people, and interact with people, and that kind of thing. I'm not much good on my own with humour. I've got to interact, a bit of banter, you know what I mean? I have got a few podcasts coming up, interviews coming up. You can see on my talk channel. There's lots of things worth subscribing for, and it's free. It doesn't cost a penny. I mean, you can always subscribe and unsubscribe if you don't like it. You're not forcing you to, but if you do, hit the notification bell as well, and like and comment, and follow my journey. See what you think. What you got to lose, Anyway, that's it. I think I've gone on long enough now. Got a bit to edit, so I'm happy. So until the next video, toodle pips. Any questions for me at all, comment below,